Hello, good evening, everyone. Uniquely Stitched here, back as promised on a Tuesday to kind of chat with you and kind of share um, what I have been doing this actual week. I did get a chance to attend a forum with Vision 365 with my with the actual host, which was Miss Stephanie Duncan and also her husband Alexander Duncan. It was awesome, 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 and it also better prepared me to assist you. Now, there are two topics that I would like to discuss today. The first topic is forgiveness. Forgiveness, and I'm going to kind of talk about myself today if you would allow me. I have been through so much hurt within my years of being on this earth. And as I began to grow, I never really forgave anyone. And as I got older, around maybe in my teens or so, I started to live in when you hurt me, I'm done with you. And when I did that, it took me into a world of isolation. I didn't have very many friends. I didn't socialize. Even when I moved here to my location now, and I've been here for 10 years, there were friends that colleagues at work, let me say that would invite me to things, and I would say I was coming, but when the day came, I would shut down. And that was because I didn't want to be hurt, but they were trying to show me love. But I had lived in this world of isolation filled with nothing but hurt. And as I rolled over into my 20s, I began to get into relationships that gave me that edge that I was always looking for, which was hurt. That stemmed back to when I was younger and what I saw. I'm not going to go into detail, but what I saw as a young girl. And the things that I saw when I was younger, I always said when I grew up, I would never, ever allow myself to go through that. But when I got older and I was able to date, that was what I was attracted to, was what I saw when I was younger. So as I went on in life, I never forgave, never forgave, never forgave. And my sister would always tell me, you have to forgive. And I would look at her and I'm like, you're one of the people that I can't even forgive. I'm riding in the car with you, but I haven't forgiven you. I'm dealing with you, but I haven't forgiven you. And now I'm glad to say at this point in my life, I have begun to forgive a lot of people. There were people that, can I just be real? There were people that I went to church with that hurt me. Not here in my Texas area. There were people in my family that I possibly hurt, and those that were hurt me. I'm in my face. See, you all may have thought, oh, well, why is she? While I'm ministering to you, I'm ministering to myself. While I'm helping you, I'm helping myself because I have to forgive. You ever been in a place where you and I know I'm looking down, but y'all, I'm just in my mode today. Have you ever been in a place where you felt like the walls were coming down on you and the only thing you could do was weep and cry and wonder why? Let me raise my hand because that used to be me. I was the one I felt that was looked down on. I was the one, my mistakes in life were openly advertised for others to see. And when this happened, people began to talk. I had so-called friends that would come back and try and tell me what the other person said. And in my mind, I'm saying, if you sat there long enough to listen to all of that, did you defend me? And that's my next topic. What does your friends bring to the table? Does your friends bring encouragement to you to help you want to do better? Or does your friends videotape you on Facebook Live in a fight and expose you to everybody? That's not a friend. That's not a true friend. A true friend will talk you down and tell you, don't dethrone yourself, baby, to be put on Facebook Live in a fight. Does your friends tell you when you're going through, do they encourage you and let you know that you can come out? Or do they sit there and they take it all in to go and tell the next person? What does your friends bring to the table? Because your friends can also put you in a place where you feel like you're not worthy. Let me tell you, if that's the way your friends, family, anyone is making you feel, separate yourself. You may just have outgrown them. They may have outgrown you. Or you were never meant to be connected. I'm going to say this again. You may have never been meant to be connected with that person or that group. Because what this leads to is depression. And I know I can raise my hand for depression too. I want to take my life too. All behind closed doors. Have you ever had to go to work and sit around the people that you know have talked about you? I have. Have you ever gone to church and sat in the amongst of the service and you know people have talked about you? I have. Not my church home here in Texas. I love my church family. Love my church family to death. But me, I have. And a lot of people may say, well, why is she saying all this? It's because even when you're in church, when you're at work, you have cliques. There are cliques. And when those cliques get together and they come up against you, what does your friends bring to the table? Your associates bring to the table for you. On that note, I'm going to leave you all. And I really, really want you to think about it. It's too much of being posted on Facebook with fights. That's not cute. There's too much of our women, young women, being exposed on Facebook, Instagram, half naked. I'm addressing some real issues today. When I was coming up, we dressed our age. If you were 5, you dressed like you were 5. If you were in the 5th grade, 6th grade, you may have been able to wear your hair down. If not, you were still wearing your barrettes. You were still wearing your twin Easter dress just like your sister. All your brothers were dressed just alike. Nowadays, you can't tell the parents from the children. What has our world, what has a generation turned to? They turn to the television. And when they see these different people on the television, nobody is telling them that that's only for show. That's not who those people are in real life. But then our children begin to portray those people on television. I'm not going for anyone. But our children begin to portray those people on TV and think, oh, that's the image that I need to have to be somebody. But when the camera action goes off, those people are living a totally different life. That's only for your viewing and entertainment purposes. But our children go and pick up the trait. Oh, I have to do that. I need to get me a gun to be somebody. I have to sell drugs to be somebody. I have to be half naked to be somebody. I have to walk with my pants hanging halfway down to be somebody. You are somebody with your pants pulled up. You are somebody fully dressed. You are somebody without the gun. You are somebody, listen, you are somebody regardless of. Parents, it's on you to educate your children on fact and fiction. I'm going to say it again. Parents, it is up to you to educate your children on facts and fiction. Because what the television is providing them is fiction. They're not telling them that this is only for viewing and entertainment. They're showing our children that smoking weed is the way to go. That's not the way to go. And then they go and they can barely pass a drug test. Come on, parents. Sit down, talk to your children. Find out what's on their mind. My heart is really, really heavy today because there was a situation that took place in our school district, and I've been waiting. I wanted to post yesterday, but I promised on Tuesday I would be here. Parents, it is your job. Look in your child's cell phone. When I was younger, my mom did. Find out what they're looking at on the internet. Talk to your kids, your not only your children, your nieces, your nephews. Our children are depending on us. They are depending on us. They are our next generation. They are the next senators. They are the next judge. They are the next president. But parents, we have to get on board and do our job. Don't get so wrapped up in your job and making sure you have food on the table. But what happens when you put the food on the table and the child is not there to eat it? What do? We have to grab our children, love on them, spend time with them, let them know that you love them. Let them and letting your child know that you love them is not going buying the expensive Nikes. It's not going buying the best shirts. It's not going buying the name brand book bag. It's you actually loving on them, spending time, sitting down, talking to them, finding out what is on their mind. Those are the things that your children will cherish. But if you raise them that material things is the way that you love them, they're not going to ever know true and real love. Again, I am uniquely stitched. I am praying with you and for you. I will be live on Facebook this Thursday, and my topic will continue dealing with the younger you. If you would like, send a request over to Uniquely Stitched on Facebook. I will accept the request. We also have a email address at uniquelystitched18 at gmail.com, and we're also now on Instagram at uniquelystitched_. Feel free to utilize any of those to kind of keep up with us and so we can let you know what's going on. Again, I think this is the longest broadcast I've ever done, so I'm getting better, you all. I'm getting better. Bear with me. Again, Uniquely Stitched. You all have a good night. Mwah.